It's Hero and Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Jovic in at the power forward. And for the Timberwolves, the two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's MP in at the point. And Greg, you look at the expectations of MP, it has to weigh heavily on him.
Well, so much has been made about how he's the next big thing. And Kevin, very often players don't live up to the hype. But if MP is half as good as people think he'll be, this team has a star on their hands.
And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Here's MP after Tyler Hero's bucket. Pass to Edwards. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Raptors.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And both free throws good for Rozier. We always see Terry Rozier going all out, don't we, Greg, to make an impact offensively.
Kevin, I just love the way his offensive repertoire has evolved over the years. This guy came in as just a hard-nosed, tough defender, but boy, offensively, his skill set and development on that end is off the charts.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
Yeah, it felt like the other side simply allowed them to hang in, and the score reflected that.
Here's Hero, following the basket by MP. Adebayo with the screen on Edwards. Hero the bounce pass. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
A three from MP. It's rebounded by Jovic. The Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Terry Rozier. Here's Jovic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Adebayo with the bucket.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Now here is Conley, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Now McDaniels. Here's Towns. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You've got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
This is it to Jovic. Hero against Conley. Charity stripe shot. Hero no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Hero against Conley. Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gobert. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Heat also with the sub. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hero. substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards has come in for McDaniels. And MP subbed in for Mike Conley. And Miami has possession. On the court for the Heat, we've got Kevin Love. Rozier's out there with Hero. Then it's Robinson. And it's Jaquez in at the four-man position.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Doris, lots of people are excited to see how this Timberwolves team progresses.
Certainly, Kevin, you have to admire what Anthony Edwards showed you in terms of those exciting young players. He proved he was more than capable of elevating his responsibility. And when you think about their postseason, you ran into Nikola Jokic and the eventual champs. You can live with that.
Hero passes to Rozier. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Terry Rozier in amongst the trees. Gets that one to go.
To the paint. Back to MP. Shot from the top of the key. With confidence, MP. Here's Rozier. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's Hero with the three. The rebound by Anderson.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now, here's MP. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
Making it look almost easy from range. MP, such a smooth-looking shot.
Hero against Edwards. Now, Hero. He's guarded closer. Robinson misses.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Alexander Walker passes to MP. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
You know, both teams are competitive, but not necessarily playing yet at a championship level. And part of what makes this battle so intriguing is how close they are.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. 9-point game. So much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, three-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert. He's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Edwards.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He's so efficient down low.
And here's MP for three. Can't get it to go. He's made four and just missed his fourth. Well, they're passing to Rozier. Can't get it to fall.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Heat culture seems to be a cliche, but it's not. Jimmy Butler says we never lost confidence in this group, in ourselves. We know what we're capable of. We just have to go out and prove it. We're not worried about anything. just the guys in our locker room, and coaching staff, ownership, management. Back to you guys.
Boy, David, aren't they locked in? There's something else. Thank you.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
You're starting to be able to trust that Terry Rozier is going to make these finds.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to MP. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's MP. Picked him clean. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves ahead, leading by just 2. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the Heat, mixed start for them this season. A little bit inconsistent, but I expect that right now. Everybody's just trying to settle in, knock off the rust, and kind of get into a rhythm.
Even we go through that, I think, from time to time. Kenny, come here. Here, let me knock the rust off of you.
Oh, this again?
Circling back to our featured game, the Miami Heat find themselves in a pretty even matchup.
I'd like to see them work hard on the glass, use that box out, use it or lose it.
Yeah, gotta trust the big fella on that one. No one knows how to establish position and not let go of it better than the big guy. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. GA, we've seen it over the last couple of years. The center position has come back into vogue.
And, Kevin, we were seeing teams go small, lots of 4s, even traditional 3s play the 5. But with MVP-level seasons from guys like Jokic and Embiid, the center isn't quite extinct yet.
The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Edwards is out there with MP. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's McDaniels. Some solid defense from Butler. Miami trailer. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Edwards finds Towns. High post, Gobert. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And taking a look here at some stats. Carl Anthony Towns. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Come on and get down for your Timberwolves.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
Here's Rozier. Outside, Hero. To the middle, here's Butler. That's good.